Shalom. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakudash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of JMS, all you brothers in the folk under the earth, that pushing the truth in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Isaiah coming back to you with a quick lesson to feed 144,000 chosen men, women, and children that make up the one third. It is going to be a quick video to the spirit Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Brother Bora, the elder of Trinidad Camp, sent me this article a few days ago, and I was supposed to do a video, but y'all know how this place has got you sometime. But nevertheless, I'm here. This is the article is the Guardian News, right? Trinidad Guardian News. It said the U.S. deploy 2 more ships to the Caribbean. Venezuela complained to the UN, to the United Nations, right? So why is America, Donald Trump is sending so much warship? Why is he paying Venezuela so much attention? Basically it could never be about drugs threatening alone or drugs trafficking. It's more than that, and you could see that it all lead back to the oil. But at the end of the day, the Most High say what? He's gonna bring what? Chaos on the entire world. And it's happening. Why? Because the Caribbean is supposed to be some kind of place of peace. But you see, the Most High is taking the peace away from this earth, man. Right? Slowly but surely. Right? So I read on a little bit in this article. You see, the United States recently moved to order additional ships, including a nuclear power attack submarine, to the southern Caribbean to address drugs cartel threats, has been condemned by Venezuela mission to the United Nations, right? Which say the entry of a nuclear submarine to the region violate the treaties the U.S. has signed. So you see, this is happening. This must happen. Why? Because the Most High is what? And you gotta understand how Trump was. How Trump is actually. Trump is basically a man of war. You understand? The Edomite, the sword, they love the sword. Right? And all this firepower that President Trump have, guess what? He you want to use it. You understand? Remember the scripture said. Alright, let me get his precept. See that here. This Micah 2:1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. When the morning is light, they practice it. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand, So all this firepower, what do you think? Remember, I think it was earlier this year or late last year, President Putin said that, yo, all of this nuclear bombs and things they building, he said it is for to be used. It is to be used, you see, because at the end of the day, the ICBM missile, these nuclear bombs, these weapons, what do you think it is for? It is to use. The Most High have these scientists, giving them the knowledge, the understanding how to build it. Is because what it is to use, and it will use someday, right? It's not to just put there down for iron. Why you feel a swordsmith will build sword? Is because what? They're building it to protect themselves. They're building it for what? For war. To use it. That's what you do. You buy a kitchen knife to what? To cook. To use it. You have anything. You buy clothes. You buy it because you want your uses fit. all these country, they after the oil, they after ICBM missile, you know, different bombs and all kind of crazy things they're doing. Why? Because it is to be used. It is expectation. It is inevitable that it will use someday, right? So you see, and they cover the fields and take it them by violence. That is what Esau Edom does. He take things away by violence, and that is how we actually moving on Venezuela right now. You see, and the house and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You see, because over there, in Venezuela, there's more Jake than Eden, right? Because the scripture tell you that there's more there's more Israelite, more Jake than you know than these Eden. You understand? We're the majority, but they're trying to say we're the minority. No, right? So this is Esau. This is Esau doing, man, right? So and next thing what this man is doing, he's a covenant breaker too. You understand? This man could never keep his foot at home. He always breaking something, right? And that's because what the power is in his hands. You see, Venezuela mission, you see, it in its complaint to the UN city treaties that the Caribbean should remain a zone of peace. A call CARICOM has made, so they're saying it's supposed to be at peace, but it's not of no peace. You understand what the scripture tells us in 1 Thessalonians 5 and it's 3 really, but let me read from 1. They say, but but of the time and of the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because everything is in the open. You understand? Every single thing is in the open. You see, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So it is inevitable that this come, right? Because the Lord is preparing to come back, man. And when the Lord prepared to come back, it wouldn't be no safe and peace, right? Let me get a little bit more. You see, but TNT, the Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad Busesta, has welcomed the additional U.S. force in the region. There's the next thing. She's an Eden, right? She's a next Donald Trump too. You understand? Because she's about war too. You understand? And she have a strong hatred for Jake. You know. So they welcoming. She welcome them. You understand? And it's the Most High who put in the spirit on these people so that they could do these things. You understand? Hey, we don't have long more in this place, Akim. Right? And you few sincere sisters, we don't have long more here. You say this as the issue of the U.S. deployment of the ship to the region continue engaging at, at attention, even as Guyana, what? Slovakia. Yeah. You see, even as Guyana and Jamaica are heavily involved in campaigns for their general election next Monday and Wednesday. So right now, Jamaica and Guyana have election, and these people studying about vote, and they didn't even realize that there's war in the air. So things are gonna get more worse, man. You know, you I can could continue reading this here, but things gonna get worse and worse. You understand? There's no peace in the air. You understand? There's no peace. Right now we in the time of war, right? So let me get the precept really quick, and I'm gonna close on it because I don't want the lesson to be long. It's 3 and 8. You see, a time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Well, we're not in the time of peace, we're in the time of war right now. You understand? We're in the time of breaking down. Right? So yeah, man, I make the point. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of James, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth that pushing the truth in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.